The devastation left in the wake of recent natural disasters is changing the way we think about the homes we live in. Historically, log or timber construction withstands nature's elements better than other structures. The longevity of solid wood buildings continues to be studied in several northern European countries, where countless homes and churches, some towering 4 or 5 stories high, have stood for over 500 years.
The interesting thing is these homes in Russia and Norway were built with really no modern wood preservatives. Solid wood construction with the proper wood preservative will last 500 to 1,000 years.
Homestead Log Homes is a long-established designer, manufacturer, and builder of solid wood structures, successfully producing over 800 log home kits for home buyers in the United States and overseas since 1979.
We've been through so many ups and downs. We've been through the recessions. We keep going. We love what we're doing. We love making people happy. And it's a labor of love for us here at Homestead.
Our employees have passion about making these packages. They're craftsmen, and they take a lot of pride in their work. And that's one reason why we have so many guys that work for us that have worked here for a long time.
The one thing about what we do is when we're done with a project, we can look back and see what we've accomplished, and that is very fulfilling.
Tom and I started at the very bottom. We hand-peeled logs, we fitted them together, we ran the sawmill, and they're doing it now and they really respect that.
Through years of hands-on experience working with logs, Homestead's craftsmen are quality tested on chainsaws, scribers, chisels, and state-of-the-art ripping, crosscut, and notching saws. Dedicated to the highest quality and the strongest possible construction, Homestead perfected shrink-to-fit saddle notch corners and the technique of fastening timber walls with a steel through-bolt system. As an innovative company and leader in the log home kit industry, Homestead launched Home Kits International to take the art of solid timber construction to a new level. The premier home kit model, appropriately called the Fortress, is designed and prefabricated specifically to meet the growing need for a durable, efficient home or shelter that not only stands the tests of time, but can be assembled with ease and great speed in virtually any environment.
The idea for the Fortress came from watching a broadcast of the 2010 Haiti earthquake. The news story broke my heart when I saw concrete buildings collapsing under this catastrophic earthquake, and knowing that we could build a home kit that could withstand that.
The 1,291 square foot 2-story Fortress is engineered to endure most natural disasters and can sleep up to 16 individuals in an emergency situation. It's built from solid, pre-cut 6x8 kiln-dried timbers that are sawn-faced with beveled edges. Similar to round log home construction, the Fortress offers the benefit of stacked timbers, saddle-notched corners, and steel through-bolt technology.
We've learned in the log homes that to do a proper log home, you have to have continuous steel through bolts tying the wood together from the top down to the foundation. In the Fortress, there's 37 of them, and they get coupled to 3-foot sections of 3/4 inch ready rod and continually get coupled all the way to the top of the wall to a steel plate and a nut, and the entire wall gets cinched down tightly to the slab foundation.
The through-bolt system also extends upward inside each corner and up the inside wall in 1.5 pre-drilled holes that are spaced approximately at 6-foot centers.
The other thing that's important in this concept for the Fortress is their saddle-notched corners. So the corners interlock. Instead of using framing, the interior wall is solid wall, the interior gable end is solid, and both gable ends and dormer are solid timber, so there's no framing in this. It's solid 6x8 kiln-dried timbers.
The Fortress is designed not only to meet international building codes, it will handle wind loads, snow loads, and seismic loads better than any home kit on the market.
One of the advantages of being in the log home industry is working with different engineers around the country, and our engineering company has been around for over 30 years. They've done the calculations on this Fortress, and they really like what they see.
In the case of seismic activity, the steel-reinforced slab foundation and solid wood walls allow the fortress to absorb vibration and shock. Solid roof and second-floor decking, sheared with ACX plywood, and diagonal roof bracing reinforce the structure. When a hurricane hits, high winds, driving rain, and floods can cause inconceivable destruction. The fortress withstands high winds exceeding 150 miles per hour because solid wood walls and interlocking corners are bolted top to bottom and to the concrete slab. The vinyl frame double-pane windows are guaranteed to be the most durable product on the market, and shutters can be added for increased protection. The highest Class 4 impact-resistant roofing is Class A fire-rated material that is tear-resistant and unmatched in appearance. Tested at 140 miles per hour, this roof is the strongest, most flexible laminate shingle on the market. Exterior stain and 2 coats of sealer, 2 rows of gaskets compressed between timbers, and caulking provide a barrier to prevent water damage and make the fortress airtight. In a high flood area, the concrete foundation can be built taller than normal or built on a full basement, raising the structure to a greater distance from the ground. Without wood subflooring and wall framing, water damage is limited. Blizzards can have many of the same effects as a hurricane, but with colder temperatures and accumulation of snow, adding downward pressure to a roof system. Solid 6x8 timbers and an 8x12 ridge beam with decking and plywood screwed tightly make the fortress perfect for high elevations.
The insulation value of our home kits is very important. The slab is insulated, the walls are rated at R21, and the roof can be adjusted from R13 all the way up to R40.
While the fortress design offers the same strength, durability, and efficiency of a round log home, it's less expensive, typically running 20 to 30% less than a comparable log home kit. It's also not as labor-intensive or time-consuming to build. Using square timbers allows the home kit to be completely pre-cut, pre-drilled, and tagged for position. The kiln-dried 6x8s are much lighter than round logs, so they can easily be moved and lifted in place by hand, making the kit quick and easy to assemble. A crew of 4 with basic tools and carpentry skills can erect the fortress open shell in just 5 days, and the closed shell in another 10.
We came up with the open shell materials package because it fits in one 40-foot shipping container, and it is the key components. It's all the 6x8s, the 8x12s, all the framework for that home. The closed package adds the roofing, the windows, doors, all the other lumber material, insulation, and it fills up a 20-foot container. Start to finish, if you have that concrete slab in, it's a 15-day job to get the roof on, the windows in, and you have a shelter.
All materials for the fortress are stickered, banded, unitized, and paper wrapped, then shipped on flatbed truck and trailers or in shipping containers. Packages also include 5 sets of working drawings, a construction manual, and DVD video.
Our blueprints are going to designate the electrical locations and plumbing locations, the elevations, the floor plans, the roof system plan, full foundation plan, and many details.
What's funny is when we started this whole idea, I really didn't realize how attractive this fortress home would be.
We have generated so much interest by building our first model that people come in and see it and they want to know all about it.
It wasn't designed to be a good-looking cabin, it was designed to withstand the elements. And people came by and saw it being built. And they looked at it as a mountain cabin or a cabin on their lake or a nice chalet home.
Everybody is interested in log homes or timber frame homes. And this style of construction really is attractive to a broad range of people.
And there's nothing like coming in an all-wood home with vaulted ceilings and soaring timbered dormers and porches, and they yearn for that old feel. Wood has a timeless beauty.
As a solid wood structure with open beam ceilings and beautiful truss porch, the fortress combines aesthetic value with unmatched strength and durability, making it a home kit with many possible applications. The fortress can be quickly and easily built to become a shelter in regions subjected to natural disaster or for the armed forces. Vacation cabin, guest house or mother-in-law cottage, primary residence. Realizing the need for other model options, Home Kits International designed 4 additional home kits that replicate the engineering and structural integrity of the fortress, but offer various home styles and sizes.
We started out with just the fortress, and that's all we concentrated on. It was the design that we wanted to meet all the engineering criteria. And as we got into this, we realized that just a 1,300 square foot home really wasn't the only plan that we should be looking at.
At 1,597 square feet, the Chinook model home kit is 2 feet deeper and 4 feet wider than the fortress. The added space increases the sleeping capacity to 24 individuals if used as a shelter. The Chinook keeps the 3-bedroom, 1.5 baths included in the fortress, but offers room for utilities and storage. With a Mountain Lodge classic design, the spacious Fort Rock is the largest of the 2-story models. Totaling 1,934 square feet, it keeps the livability of the 3-bedroom models, but also features a second gable dormer with family room and full bath upstairs. The Fort Rock includes a full front covered shed porch with exposed beams. Slightly bigger than the Chinook, the Wrangler offers the same amenities in a single-story traditional ranch-style home of 1,665 square feet. The bedrooms and bathrooms lie at each end of the home, with a great room that combines kitchen, dining, and living area in the center for easy entertaining. Finally, the Kodiak introduces a whole new perspective to guest cottage or studio. At 667 square feet, this 1-bedroom home is small, but provides the same strength and durability of the other models, along with the beauty of open beam ceilings and a covered entry porch. While the fortress can be built in just 15 days, imagine how quickly the Kodiak can become a reality. Home Kits International presents 5 innovative model home options, but buyers always have the freedom and flexibility to explore design elements that fit their needs and personal tastes.
We are willing to work with our customers in any way, shape, and form. They want to make adjustments, as I said, or even bring in their own sketches. We'll design from those.
Many additional packages are available, from a complete slab foundation kit to a variety of material upgrades.
These kits are fully designed to have any upgrades that you can think of. Heating and cooling system, whether it be electric versus gas versus maybe radiant floor heat, and even stepping up into like a solar type system for power. We're wide open to whatever the customer wants.
For hundreds of years, people have enjoyed the natural beauty, soundproof qualities, and great thermal insulation of log homes. Home Kits International presents a unique opportunity with the introduction of the Fortress and 4 other home kit models. The strongest and most durable solid wood construction that holds up in extreme weather conditions. Easily shipped and geared towards the do-it-yourself homeowner for the quickest assembly or disassembly in nearly any location. Aesthetic quality and style that looks and feels timeless. A home kit made in America from a renewable and sustainable resource. Call today for more information about ordering an innovative home kit from Home Kits International.